Hey guys, what's up? Sarah here with another devlog video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how Lisbeth profiles work and how you can actually now call Lisbeth from OrderBot profiles. But before we get into the OrderBot profile thing, finally the import and export buttons work. So basically how that works is you create a list of orders, right? Like this one. And you can then export. Um, just give it a name, save. There you go. You can see that the profiles, Lisbeth profiles, are just a simple JSON file that has a list of all your orders and their settings and so on. It's really just data. There's absolutely no coding here or execution logic of any kind. It's just data, right? You can now share these profiles with people, or maybe have several of them for different stuff that you may need, and then you can just import them. The import button. Just click the profile and there you go. So yeah, this is very useful. Uh, it should make life easier for a lot of people that have multiple order lists that they have to execute weekly or so on. But now, on the next patch, there's going to be a different way of using Lisbeth, which is through an order bot profile. Um, so basically, you can now call Lisbeth from an order bot profile. Let me show you how that looks. I created a sample profile as an example for people that might be interested in making others. There you go. Because it's very simple. Um, you have to reference the Lisbeth behavior, which is inside the Lisbeth folder on bot basis, right? Then it's just one tag, right? The Lisbeth tag. And the Lisbeth tag has only one parameter, which is orders. And you can see that what you give it is the path towards a Lisbeth profile file. So, for example, the one we just made. So, for example, on this one, what it's referencing is this other file, which again is just a normal Lisbeth profile with several items in it. So basically, what you can do is, if you want to make something with OrderBot that uses Lisbeth, what you can do is go to the Lisbeth UI. Create your orders, set their collectibles, set their settings, and all that, and then just export. You export into a file, say for example this one, and well, now you can reference it on the OrderBot profile, right? The path to it. And the neat thing about this is that this Lisbeth tag, it's exactly as if you were to click start on the bot base itself. Let's go to OrderBot. So basically, all the settings that you have on Lisbeth, your food settings, your suborder food settings, your priorities, for example, that's something not many people know about, I think. The priorities that you can change, all of that stuff, your macros too, all of that stuff gets used by the OrderBot profile Lisbeth tag. It's exactly the same functionality. And the nice thing about this is that OrderBot profiles that use Lisbeth this way don't actually have to worry about how to get all the items, right? You just give it a list of items, basically. And Lisbeth is going to handle gathering the items, grinding mobs, getting unspoiled soon, buying from merchants soon, crafting the components. Lisbeth is going to worry about the navigation, all the stuff that Lisbeth does. So you can make profiles, for example, do the crafting quests, and it's very simple, right? You just make a Lisbeth tag with a crafting quest. This is an example of it. Um, the 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 profile that I'm giving as an example basically crafts one of every class quest item for level 1 characters. So it's bronze ingots and copper ingots and so on. And you could set it on the traditional if else quest completed and all that to make an actual leveling profile using Lisbeth. And for example, you could also use conditional loops on the order profile, for example, whiles, and say something like while level is below 10, execute Lisbeth execute these items, and you can make the items be, I don't know, 50 bronze ingots, right? And since Lisbeth creates the suborders and creates calculates the crafting tree and all that, um, it's going to recalculate the all the suborders each time you call it. And the effect is that you can just keep doing it, right? Even if you run out of materials, you can just keep doing it in the while loop here, because Elizabeth is going to go and grind and gather and buy from merchants and all that. You keep doing the thing, and then when your character is higher than level 10, then proceed to the next one. So this is something that should be very useful. You can then make the class quests in here, and so you can make an entire profile to level from 1 to 70 on all jobs, just by using Lisbeth, right? And the profile is going to be very simple because you don't have to worry again about how to get the materials, about how to craft them. Elizabeth is going to craft them on their own. About all of that, Elizabeth takes care of all of that. About the crafting tree, what components you need, all of that. You don't have to worry about it on the Orderbot profile. So it should be very useful for some people. You can make a spirit bind profiles. You can make yellow script profiles that automatically turn in, and so on. All the power that Orderbot gives you, combined with the simplicity and I guess power that Lisbeth gives you. So it should be fun to mess around with Orderbot profiles this way. And well, yep. And traditional import export is back in. Merchants are back in on the next update. Finally, so you can go ahead and turn this buy on, right, to enable merchants. I still haven't added all the merchants in the game. I've basically just added the 3 starting cities merchants and Hugane and Ishgard merchants. I'll add the other merchants soon enough. But for now, I'm gonna release it this way so people can start messing with Orderbot profiles and all that. And, yep, I'll see you guys next time. Actually, I forgot to show you how it looks like. So here you go. Orderbot. Let's go to where was it? Profiles using the Elizabeth example profile. The Orderbot compile the behaviors. There you go. Just click start. You can see it's just normal Lisbeth execution, right? When it's done, it's just going to continue on the Orderbot profile. So, yep. There you go, guys. Have fun.